What's up, everybody? Good. Sorry. Ooh, good. How did yours start? Gotta clean up what I messed up. We're
Yo,
good.
what up?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
What's going on, man? Something's not right with me. I was almost about to cancel this video for a minute.
I don't know what's going on. It's
We
crazy.
literally just did a digital underground breakdown like
4 weeks ago,
a month.
a month ago.
Like,
It's crazy.
what the hell? It's like whenever we do a video on a legend or something, something just happens to them or some shit.
I don't know what to say anymore. Just remember where you saw it first. That's all I can tell people. This is why we do what we do, and we salute these legends now because tomorrow you just never know.
Jesus
You know what I'm
Christ.
saying? We discuss Black Rob, DMX, Shock G, everybody that is gone right now. We've already discussed these people. You know what I'm saying? We're not waiting around till they drop dead to discuss their music. I don't know, cause it's another huge loss for hip hop, and I don't know what to say anymore.
One day after Prince died. Wow.
Right?
Yo, this April, man. What the fuck?
We
I'm
just
not even being
celebrated.
funny. I'm not even being funny. It's like this whole month has just been on some shit.
We just celebrated. Well, I mean, so not even celebrate. We basically discussed Prince after 5 years that he wasn't here, and now we gotta deal with this, and I don't know, man.
Speaking of Prince, I'm gonna text you some shit later.
Okay. What up, Sam, Sean, Ronnie, Q, Hector was good.
Yeah, I'm just changing my clothes right quick, getting my room situated. Oh, there's this dope interview that Black Raw's manager did a couple days ago, where he was talking about his fake friends and he was going after Diddy, saying that why you want to pay for his funeral now? He's dead.
Yes, let's discuss Houdini and Fat Boys. I agree, Sam. We should discuss them.
I was thinking about even discussing Dougie Fresh too,
Dougie Fresh. Let's just salute him now. Let's not wait till he goes.
because BJ was talking about the Dougie Fresh album, The World's Greatest Entertainer, and
Right.
I was just like, nobody mentions that when it comes to 80s hip hop like that.
None. None.
It's
80s hip
always
hop
the
to these
radio.
kids are like it's like a lost era. Like they totally ignore it for the 90s.
Right. That's why we
And
here.
not old school didn't start with the 90s.
Old school did not start with Death Row.
Cruise, salute. Yeah,
Like niggas just think hip hop is fucking what's his name? Dr. Dre and Tupac.
right.
No.
Let's salute them now. Force MDs, all of them.
Let me try something. I want to try to put my web camera on top of my TV. I want to see how the angle is.
Wild Style. That's a good underrated film. Let's talk about it.
Okay, yeah, this is much better. Okay, but I'm so fucking happy, low key.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna give me a few CDs this weekend, a few
Okay.
Jet magazines, a few video games and shit, but
Nice.
not too much, cause nigga got bills and shit, you know.
Stetsasonic, yes. Them too.
Salt and pepper.
I thought we didn't talk about Salt and Pepper?
We never reviewed an album.
Yeah, we talked about the biopic. Let's do it. Salt and Pepper, Black's Magic. Very necessary.
Yeah, we can do those on your channel and shit.
I'm down.
Cause you always say you want to do something, Pepper.
Yes. Dana Dane. Definitely.
Ooh,
Let's
that
talk
first
about
Data
it.
Date album, yes.
Yes.
Um, Def Jeff.
Yes. Him too.
Also, y'all peep out Shock G's verse on "We're All in the Same Game" too.
Right.
And for the Eric Sermon break battle, the banger after the banger battle, we have a special surprise for y'all. So I'm not gonna reveal it till after.
We do?
Yeah, you know what we talked about and shit with the series and the.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you some shit. I'll text you. But yeah, I'm finishing up my list right now because I was thinking about putting one hood movie, but I was like, you know what? Nah. Oh man, hood movies, man.
You said something
It's
about it, but I don't remember what you were saying.
you
Jungle
know,
Brothers, yes. I definitely want to discuss Jungle Brothers. Underrated, probably the most underrated in the native tongues.
I agree.
Damn,
Even though
Sam.
I'm
Sam,
not
from
the
now on, we just need to like appoint Sam the episode manager. Like he have all these great ideas for episodes. You like you're gonna be like the manager now, and just tell us what we should discuss next.
Mm. I'm gonna start whenever you are, bro.
Oh yes, I know. I remember what you're talking about now. Okay,
Oh, you do? Okay, I bet.
yeah. So we still gonna do that after the battle?
After the battle.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday night? As y'all know, well, this is my boy Try the Building.
What up?
As you guys should know, we lost another great. I swear, it's like if it's not a police brutality case, it's a hip hop legend dying. It's like I'm gonna go on a little rant before we start. Like we lost Shock G. They don't know how he died. Um, this is a tough one, literally. Um, and it's crazy too because of the fact that we literally just did the breakdown. Which if you guys still have not yet seen the breakdown, definitely go ahead and watch that. And we need to watch over these hip hop legends, man. Like
Yep.
it's a shame we lost DMX, then Black Rob, now we lost Shock G. It's like, come on. But yeah, man, definitely rest in peace to a legend. Legacy will still live on. Definitely Digital Underground, one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. West Coast icon. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
So now let's talk about this bullshit. Conflicted. The first Griselda movie. Jesus Christ. So this has been talked about for like the longest period. A couple while back, and shit like this been talked about. And for a while, I think they said the movie was finished like in either 2019 or 2020.
Hmm.
But like, I think they locally released it because you couldn't really find that shit anywhere.
Right.
But then I just found out. Thanks, shout out to Ronnie by the way. He said that that shit was in Amazon Prime.
Right.
So I watched it, and it's just like I'm gonna put it to you this way: it's pretty much the same story you've seen every hood movie. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a story about this guy who just got out of prison, and of course he tries to fucking make a better life for himself. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to make a better life for himself.
Right.
And then he had his ex-girlfriend that was, trying to bring him back to that lifestyle, saying, "You can't do shit without me," and all that shit. You know how that shit goes.
Right.
And so he had his homeboy. I think his homeboy was named like Valentine or some shit like that. And then next, he falls in love with this like educated, successful woman. He falls in love with her, and they end up fucking dating and whatnot. But then he also had a cousin, played by Benny the Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
That he was caught up in that street life and shit like that. He was the reckless one. But next thing you know, he ended up getting shot. And yeah, I'm revealing the whole. I'm just paraphrasing everything that's happened and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
he ends up getting shot and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So the main character and Valentine, they went to go kill the motherfucker, but the motherfucker ends up being the cousin to the girl that she's dating and stuff like that. So
We find that
yeah,
out
you know how
later.
that. You said what?
I said we find all of that out later, like as the
Yeah,
story unfolds.
right. And then next thing you know, they have to throw in some conflict for the best friend. So Valentine pretty much rapes the main character's ex girlfriend and stuff like that. And this was the shiesty shit. The fucking ex girlfriend's all like, "Well, he did cheat on me a couple times and stuff." I was like, "Wow, okay." So next thing you know um, I'm not only gonna reveal the ending, but the ending is pretty much stupid in my opinion and shit like that. They left it off in a cliffhanger.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of this movie. This movie, I'm sorry. I like Griselda, but this movie sucked.
It was a regular hood film. Like I said, like I think I've outgrown hood films. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of hood films that I saw back in the day, now they're not rewatchable to me. And
Right,
like a movie like this, I would have enjoyed this more back in like 2000. It don't have the same effect anymore to me now. And 'cause like I've seen all of these hood films done the same way, the same cinematography, the same no body type of casting. There's no stars in this film. You know what I'm saying? It's like on a cheap budget. You know what I mean? Like I've seen tons of these hood films. I'm just like over it already. You know what I'm saying? So like when I went to see State Property when that came out in theaters, and that wasn't like the best hood film either, but it was because Jay Z and Beans and you know what I'm saying. But that wasn't no great movie. That the soundtrack was better than the film, and I still feel the same about this film. Like watching it, it's like it was a good storyline. Like having the guy come out of prison and wanting to do better with his life, and um just not like him coming out and not wanting to make the same mistakes that he did before, and then like as the story unfolds, realizing that the guy that he shot was the woman's brother that he ended up falling in love with, by chance meeting her at the library or whatever, and you know that part I like because like it showed that sometimes when people get out of prison they can change. Sometimes they fall right back into the same type of shit that got them in prison in the first place.
right.
And I feel like he was forced back in by Valentine, and Benny's character, he had beef with some dudes on the street, and Valentine warned him. You know what I'm saying? Valentine warned dude like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You got beef with these peoples. They ready to murk you out, and he ain't paid Valentine no mind, and what happened? He ended up going behind the house and he got killed. Dude was waiting for him behind the house and he got killed. And you know, I don't think Benny offered anything to the story. I just thought he was there just to be there because of his name. Same thing with Westside. Westside reminded me of dude from Scarface, the one I was working for Sosa when he
Yeah,
when he was like ordered to take out Tony. That's what basically Westside came in to do. He was like came in and shot dudes at the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was really no big cameos for them like that. They didn't have no story for them, but you know and then having Valentine, we find out that he was boning his homeboy's ex when dude got locked up. You know what I'm saying? He was just real grimy, and I think he was low key jealous of dude. He was low key jealous of him because he wasn't falling back in. Well, eventually he end up like doing some shit, but like Valentine was mad because dude had changed when he was in prison, and he wasn't trying to live out that street life again, and he wanted his man back in the crew. He wanted to him and his man running the streets again, and he was upset that he found like some new, he was on some new shit, and I think that really pissed him off. And then him raping, raping the chick, and then the chick running back to dude and telling him about it, and he was pissed off, and he's not even with this chick no more. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, remember when he came over to the crib and she's like on the couch with him, and she didn't know how to tell him, and when she told him, he got pissed off. But he's
Yeah.
not with her no more and shit. He didn't want nothing to do with her. Like when he came out of prison, and Shorty rolled up to the block with like Gucci, new Gucci stuff, Gucci handbags from him and shit, and he didn't want none of it. And
Right.
she was like, "Well, that's your loss. You could have gotten some good pussy," and he wasn't trying to hear it. He was already focused on this new chick that he met at the library by chance, and you know, I like the story. I just think the acting was bad. It wasn't executed well. You know what I'm saying? It was the same type
Right.
of cinematography. Like it was a predictable hood film. You know what I'm saying? The soundtrack is good. I listened to the soundtrack like before the movie came out. The soundtrack is good. You got Ransom on there with a dope joint. Pride. You got Lloyd Banks is on that
Oh
soundtrack.
shit!
Flea Lord. Huh?
I didn't know Lord Banks was on the soundtrack.
Yeah, Banks is. They played a piece of the Banks song in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Flea Lord is on the soundtrack. You got West Side on there. No, it's a dope soundtrack. I don't care for the movie though. I don't think the movie is some hood classic. You know what I
Watch
mean?
years.
Huh?
Watch years later. Well, I said watch years later. People call it a classic.
Nah, it ain't a classic. That's I no, not even. I wouldn't even waste money buying that shit. Now, thank goodness it's on Prime. I get that shit for free. But um, the story is a regular hood story. You know what I'm saying? Like the ending. I don't know why they left it on the cliffhanger. I don't see what they could do with a part two. Like, how are they gonna make a part two?
Right.
Like, I'm assuming because like I'm assuming they're gonna have West Side have a bigger role if they do a sequel, he's gonna have a bigger role in the sequel.
Who knows, man? Who
You know what I'm
knows?
saying? I don't know. I don't. It was okay. I mean, if you're a fan of hood films and you want to see Benny and West Side in a hood film, then I guess you'll watch it. But I don't think it was some great film though.
A lot of awkward scenes and weird cutaways and montages and shit. Like it was just a weird movie.
Yeah, like Valentine, like he was a ruthless dude. Like remember, like he taught like his homeboy. I think his homeboy owed him money, and he kept like evading him, and he ended up getting hogtied, and he ended up getting shot and shit.
Yeah.
And that show, and Valentine was ready to go to war with his own peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, "Yo, you getting back in this game one way or the other. I don't care if I gotta force you to get back in this game. You getting back in this game. Fuck that bitch that you trying to be with. We gotta make some money out here on these streets." And he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that all goes back into him being jealous of dude for having a different mentality coming out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted a better life for himself and to start a family. And remember, Shorty ended up getting pregnant by him. So he had
Oh,
a baby. He had a baby on the way, and then like at the end of the movie, she got shot up and killed or whatever, and she was pregnant with his kid. So it was like that was where his mentality was at, was like starting a family and being a better man for his soon to be kid on the way, and then she ended up getting killed or whatever. But you know, if they had better actors in this film, it would have been a much better film. I just the acting was not good.
At least give us Clifton Powell or somebody. Shit.
Somebody, Clarence Williams the third, somebody that we know. You know what I'm saying? Look, the two stars of the film is like two motherfuckers I never even seen in no movie before. And you just throw in Benny and Westside because of who they are.
I've seen the lead actor somewhere. It's just not ringing a bell. That's the
I
thing.
ain't seen nobody. I don't know nobody from this film. No, not the chicks, nobody. You know.
Yeah, any more thoughts?
Like I said, like for people that love her films, you'll probably like this one. On top of you got Benny and Westside, making cameos in it. But as a movie lover, I don't. It's not like a film that I'm gonna watch again. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've seen too many films like this in the past. You know what I'm saying? So it just
Right.
it's not for me.
I feel you on that.
Like there's good hood films and then there's bad hood films, which is what we're gonna talk about tonight. Also, like there's a lot of crap out, and I felt like that was Hollywood like capitalizing on the culture, and trying to make a buck off of our music and just throwing any old bullshit out there to make money. Or like, oh, let's throw Master P in the film. Let's throw Snoop Dogg in the film. 50 Cent. So you know what I mean? Like your hottest rapper was in the film. You know, and I didn't care for a lot of them joints, man. Like that's why I said like a lot of the soundtracks for these films are better than the movie. In the movie, I wouldn't watch half of these films again.
Facts. Okay. Well, with that being said,
What's your rating? What we giving Conflicted? Because I'm not conflicted about the rating I'm giving it.
I'm giving it one mic.
I'm out of five like popcorn. Let me see, like out of five like popcorn bins. I'm giving it like I give it like 2.5. 2.5 popcorn bins out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I said, if there was some familiar, and I'm not talking about like A-list actors. It didn't have to be A-list actors, but if there was like some good actors that we've seen in like other films, like you said, like a Clifton Powell, I think the level of acting would have been better for this film. Acting is the main thing for a movie to me. Like the storyline and the acting, because I've seen films where the storyline is good and the acting is bad, or the acting is good and the storyline is bad. You know what I'm saying? The acting and the storyline are two important things for a film for me. You know what I'm saying? Over anything else, over the musical score or the cinematography, everything else. If it's not if the storyline is weak and the acting is bad, it's not a good film. And I felt like the story was good, but the acting was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm giving it a 2 out of 5.
Shit, you better than me and shit.
I
And
could
like I
let
said,
me I'm gonna say this. I could watch Conflicted over the 5 that's on my list for worst hood films.
that I will give you.
Because I think Sean mentioned the No Limit films. I can't watch none of them shits. So I can watch Conflicted before I watch any of those No Limit films. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Shit,
Get
some of
Rich or
those are
Die
classic.
Trying is a classic compared to any of these films that we about to mention.
You said which one?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
That was actually a
That was
decent
a good
movie.
film. Yes.
Niggas be talking shit about that. That was actually decent.
But again, it had good acting and it was a good story. It's a real story at that. It's not like they made that shit up. This is what happened with 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? On his rise to fame or whatever. Killer Season was bad. And I had Killer Season on bootleg and that shit was trash. Did not like
I
the
never,
acting. I love Dipset. but they were doing way too much at that time. They were doing a Dipset porn. They were doing that shit. They were doing coming out with scissor. They were doing way too much shit at that time. They were like their hands were like all over the place. They're not like
Dipset.
that. Yeah, they had Dipset, we call it Dipsex, but they were coming out with Duke the God was coming out with like different porno films with like different well known porn stars.
I never knew that.
Yeah, was it's I believe it might be out of print now, but back in like '07, '08, it
I'm not
was out.
surprised.
It was out. They had like the hottest porn stars in the game in those films. You know what I'm saying? But they were doing too much at that time. But I didn't care for Killer Season. I was the album was good. I don't like the movie.
Shit. Well, I'm ready for the list whenever you are, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Do you want to start with your number 5? Or do you want to start with mine?
My number 5 is going to be what's my number 5? Number 5 is going to be I got the hookup. Don't like it. Like I said, I don't like no limit movies. None. I
What
remember
movie?
seeing I got the hookup on BET. Did not like it.
Oh,
And
you not? Come on, man.
BT should have been canceled for even showing those films. Like, what are y'all showing?
That's a good classic.
Not for me. Not for me. I could name 5 other hook classics that's better than I got the hookup. I don't like none of the No Limit films. I just thought Master P got money, so it's not like he couldn't hire like A-list directors and cinematographers and shit. It wasn't for me. It just looked like a hood film. It looked bootleg. It's nothing I would ever watch again ever. I'm sorry. I agree with Sean. I don't like none of those films. And again, I wasn't a big No Limit fan. I only like the Snoop Dogg shit on No Limit. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I kind of struggle with number 5 because I was watching. I was trying to watch Caught Up, but I didn't have the time to finish the whole movie.
You ain't
So
missing nothing.
I put Soul Plane as my number 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
You mean you got other movies worse than Soul Plane? Oh my god.
because don't get me wrong, Soul Plane is bad, but I may do a review on this one day. But I say this because it's so bad. It's a special kind of bad. Like people use it for a punchline. Like Kevin Hart was so lucky he survived. Actually,
Mm.
scratch that. All those motherfuckers in that movie, and they've done good shit. He had Monique, some more, Snoop, Meth, Tom
Again.
Arnold, D.L. Hughley. All them
Soul
niggas.
Plane wasn't that bad? Wow.
Yeah, Sean. Like it wasn't even that bad. It was just goofy. Like it was trash, but I see
It
worse
was
for it.
trash, but it wasn't that bad. Okay.
Yeah. And the
Yo.
fact that I feel like BT made it a cult classic, if you ask me.
BT made it a cult. Well, if you gotta go off of what
Cult
BT makes
status.
a classic, then yeah.
I feel like BT because there was at one point BT played this every night at 1 a.m. before music
That's
videos and
that's
shit.
why because it wasn't no good. You gotta play it after 1 a.m. when everybody is asleep.
Like I
You
said,
can't play
Kevin
that shit
Hart.
in prime. Who's gonna watch that in prime time? You're rushing to watch Soul Plane on BT during prime time for what?
I mean, VH1 put it on prime time and shit. Believe it or not,
Mm. Was that before they started doing Ratchet TV or after?
that was before.
Yeah, that's when they didn't have shit to show. Now they got all this Ratchet reality crap to show. You know what I'm saying? They said forget about that. We're not showing that no more. We're gonna start loving hip hop and all these other stupid shows. Yeah. Number 4 for me is Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice with me.
What?
I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't
Uh,
like that movie.
okay,
No,
I can
no.
understand. I got the hookup. Now you're playing.
That has never been. And I love the Wayne's
What?
Brothers. Wayne's Brothers show in my top 10 of all time. I watch that often. I will watch that now. All the seasons. I do not like all of their films. The best film to me from them is Scary Movie Part 1. And I went to see that film
Oh, get
and
the
I love More Money. White Chicks and all that other shit. I didn't care for none of those other films from them.
okay. White
This is
Chicks was trash.
I did not like I've never liked this film. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack again, classic soundtrack. Winter Wars was on there and Up North Trip by Mob Deep and I love the soundtrack. Don't care for the movie. Never liked the movie. I've seen it. I feel like they fucked up a classic. Like they were making fun of Menace to Society, and I didn't understand that because that to me is a classic.
That's the
I don't know
point.
why you would try to do a parody off of Menace to Society. I never cared for it. Don't like the
That,
film.
but see, that's the point. It's a satirical movie on hood movies and shit like that. That's the
Right.
point. Like they did Boys in the Hood, Juice, Higher Learning, Poetic
So
Justice.
Plain is better than Don't Be a Menace. Wow. I can't even
Okay,
argue with that because
Sean,
I don't like
no,
none of those films. So
Sean, nah. I was with you for a minute, but nah, nigga, nah. we ain't, we ain't going. I'm not even on my Hennessy tonight. Nah.
wow.
And I like you,
I,
Sean, but nah, nigga.
there's certain films that people call a hood classic that I don't care for, and I said I've outgrown hood films, so maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But even when this came out in '95, I wasn't a big fan of it. I saw it, I didn't like it like that.
She got more kids than the Wayans. Come on, and you even laughing at that? Okay, but
I've never like. I
I was
don't feel like it's a great film. I'm like, what is the hype about this film? Why do people love this film? Tell
because
me,
at
what is
that
the hype?
time, when hood movies at that time, like when it was like a serious thing in the hood movie, people looked at it as like, oh, we need to save the hood. But mind you, both that movie and Friday, which ironically both movies came out in '95,
Hmm.
they wanted to show like the positive side of the hood. They
I
wanted to
could
show
watch
like,
Friday over that film. I could watch Friday
oh,
over
so
that
now
film.
you like Friday.
But I don't like Friday though. I don't. But I could
Oh,
watch Friday over that film. I don't. I've never liked Friday like that. Again, classic soundtrack. I wasn't like caught up in the hype for that film. I never
ah,
have.
okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I've outgrown a lot of these films, yo.
I bet. Well, my number four, I'm, I'm gonna put it like the only No Limit movie on my list, Thicker Than Water.
Who the hell is in
Uh,
that?
Mac 10 and Fat
Oh,
Joe.
that was a No
And-
Limit film.
yeah,
I remember seeing that. I didn't like that shit either. Fat Joe can't act. No,
yo, that movie was so bad it's good. Like
no,
they had like
no.
some funny lines, like when this nigga were about to have a shootout and he bought a baseball bat. Joe was like, "What the fuck you doing? Damage, nigga. This ain't no fucking
Yo,
Flintstones."
you
The
know that
nice.
I used to see that movie poster everywhere. That was like a they were acting like this is like some big ass monumental hood film coming out. I'm like this shit. Like what are you doing, Fat Joe? Like I don't understand. I did never like that film.
I was like, "Y'all niggas ain't with down with No Limit." It's like Master P can get these niggas as actors and shit like that, but he can't get motherfucking no actors for his real shit.
No, no, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I just texted you by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number three for me, another film that people seem to love, and I think it's just me. Never liked CB4. I never liked it. It's not one of my favorite films. Again,
Okay.
great soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I'm even met Chris Rock in person back when he was on SNL. Great person. I love some of his films. You know, of course, New Jack City and what's the one he did with Kerry Washington? I think I Love My Wife or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good film. You know, I can't wait for the new Saw movie to come out, Spiral. Some of his films are hit and miss. Grown Ups Part One, I liked them in that. I didn't care for Part Two, but I don't. I've never liked CB4. I don't know. Again, and people love this film. I don't see what's the hoopla about it. It's a parody, but I don't care for it. Never liked the film.
Okay. I agree with you on that because I remember when I was little, I thought CB4 was the funniest shit.
Hmm.
But then growing up now, I like it, but then I hate to say it, and I usually hate saying this word, but some of it's dated, like some of the humor was pretty dated at that time.
Right.
That's why I kind of prefer Fear for Black Hat more,
Hmm.
which to me that's a way underrated
Better. Yeah.
movie than CB4. And like I said, I don't dislike CB4, but yeah,
What's your number
and
three?
yeah. My number three, I'm gonna go with Hood Rat.
Oh Lord.
So this is one that I
Sound bad.
recently.
That just sound bad.
This is one I was recently watching. It stars Isaiah Washington, Ice-T, Majah Sanders, and stuff like that. It's pretty much about this homeless guy, being tormented by rats, and then the rats are taking over the hood and people's spirits and shit like.
Who
And
who is greenlighting these films to make, yo? What movie company is greenlighting these films to make? Like, I could come up with a better storyline than that.
then the funny thing is, like, when the rats take over people's bodies, they have these over dramatic shit like ah
Oh my
ah
god.
ah.
So it's a horror.
Yeah, it's a hood horror movie.
Oh my god. That didn't even sound good. It don't. Wow. The I can't. The last. What's the last hood horror movie you seen?
Hood rat.
Oh no, I mean before that. That was actually good.
I mean, I saw the majority of Vampires in Brooklyn. Would you call that one a hood movie?
No, that was a no, that was a vampire film by Wes Craven. But yeah, it was decent. It wasn't all bad because at least Wes Craven made it. You know what I'm saying, horror. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what about Bones? How you feel about Bones?
I actually like Bones. It's been years since I've seen it though.
Right. I don't know. Number two for me is Booty Call. Another
Oh
film.
god.
I wasn't a fan of Jamie Foxx. To me, I feel like Jamie Foxx made his best films after, like when he did Ray, and when he got the Oscar, and then he started doing like better quality films. Because before then, there was no Jamie Foxx film that I enjoyed. Like this was one of them, and it was a big release, and I never liked Booty Call. I thought it was a stupid film. The acting was bad. The sound I don't even think I heard the soundtrack, but I'm pretty sure the soundtrack is better than the film. But I never cared for that. Like if you talk about Ray to me was probably his best film, and Collateral with Tom Cruise, and what was it, there's another movie he did like based on a true story where like he played like a homeless man. He was like living under the highway or whatever. That was
Yeah,
a
I know
good
what you're
film.
talking about.
Um, I didn't care for him in Miami Vice as Tubbs. I thought they picked the wrong guy to play Ricardo Tubbs. But like I said, like I've never been a huge fan of his movies, but this is definitely one of his worst ones to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of black movies in the late '90s was not up to quality when it came to like the early to mid '90s, and I'm talking especially about '97 to '99.
Right.
Like We Call,
Yeah.
How to Be a Player. Oh my
Oh man.
god,
I think
Sprung.
they showed that the other night. They were showing that.
Oh my god, especially those because they focus on the black love movies and
Mhm.
stuff. Like I'm cool with that, but it was just like it wasn't that good.
They were copycatting off of each other though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then there was like, and then on top of that, when we were like just getting into like the DVD era, a lot of them went straight to DVD, or they
Oh
went straight to
yeah,
like cable, like
VHS. Yes,
yeah, Loving the Bullet with Tretch. Remember that one? That was bad.
I saw some of that. Yeah,
That was a bad one. Tales from the Hood was good. I think I like Tales from the Hood. The first one though,
yeah,
not the other
that was
sequels.
crazy.
People under the stairs, they need to do a reboot of that because that's supposed to be like a horror, and I didn't see nothing horrorful about it but the film. Definitely need to do that over.
But yeah, you said booty call. Okay,
Yep.
so shit. I'm gonna go with Belly Two for my number two.
Oh, number
Why
two? Oh
the
Lord,
fuck did this
bro,
get greenlit in the first place?
that was bad.
Oh my, where do I even begin with this
That was bad.
motherfucker? Jesus. Oh my. Yo. First of all, they call this Belly 2 Million Boys, like it's a Million Boys Club.
Hmm.
What the it featured the game. Oh my. You had motherfucker like Dub C was in this movie too.
I
Shari
don't remember
Hardwood.
him in that. What part he was in?
They say he played this nigga named Rock.
Shit, I don't even remember. I saw that shit once and I was like, yo, this shit is bad.
Sherry Headley. Oh my god,
Right. She did that for a
you would.
check. She
She
did that for a
did.
check.
She
Yeah.
did. And she's always in good shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, besides Coming to America too, but that's another story for a different day. But oh my! And I remember this was another one. BET used to always fucking play.
Yo,
Jesus.
trash. Trash.
And this was the
Yeah.
same year when Game said he was retiring for the first time. Oh
Mm.
yeah, nigga, Game is not an actor. I mean, he was decent on Waist Deep, but he's not an actor.
See, like, there's certain black movies, black love movies I like. Like, to me, I thought um Love Jones was a great film. I've watched
Classic.
that like hundreds of times. I think that's a great film. The soundtrack was great. I like Love and Basketball. I like Brown Sugar.
Man.
There's certain black love films that I like, but then there's others that were bad too though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's 50-50 for me. Like when it comes to
Love
like
it, man.
the you know, yeah, Belly 2 was terrible. I never liked that. My number one is Soul Plane. That is the worst hurt film to me. Worst. That is the worst film of all time. I don't like it. I don't like nothing about it. I don't care who they had in that film. Snoop Dogg, whoever. It was trash. It should have never been made. Like terrible film.
Mm,
No, not good.
respect. Well, I'm gonna go with Who Made the Potato Salad as my worst hood movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jaleel White. I was in the movie. Clifton Powell, Ella Joyce was in the movie. Like so many talented people, and the story sucked. Pretty much about this guy who was a cop about to marry this girl, but her family don't like cops and shit.
Hmm.
So it's pretty much, oh, you're a cop, fuck you and shit like this. That was what they were doing the whole movie. So it's like one of those movies that's so bad it's good. So
How
yeah,
do you feel about Jason Lick? I thought Jason Lick was a good film. How do you feel about that one?
it's better than Love and Basketball. I'll tell you that. One
You
of
know
my
you don't like Love
favorites.
and Basketball. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Jason Lick was good. The only bad thing about it was when that movie came out, they kept making the whole sex scene with Jada and with Alan Payne like it overtook the film. I think like everybody focused on the love scene and didn't really focus on the story, and I think that's what
I
ruined the film. But I thought it was a great film.
I agree because it was a deeper movie than what people made it out to be.
Right. Hot Boys, I didn't like that one either.
Trash. Remember that one movie called Gang of Roses?
Who was in that?
I think the Brat, Lisa Ray. I
The Brat
think
was in the film. I never seen the Brat in the film. Never seen that. Gang of Roses. What's that about?
it's like a hip hop western, some shit like that.
Oh, well, hold up. Is that the film that Little Kim was one of the cowgirls or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yep.
I never saw that film though. I remember when it came out. That was trash too, huh? A hip
I
hop
haven't seen the whole
western.
thing. I haven't seen the whole thing and shit.
No, no, terrible. MP The Last Don. I didn't even watch that.
That one was okay.
That
That
was
was
good.
so bad it's good.
Paid in Full was good. I enjoyed Paid in Full.
I love Paid in Full.
That was good. I have the soundtrack for that. That was a good soundtrack too. I'm just talking about like the worst hood films. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the shit of shits. You remember White Boys?
Which one?
White Boys.
Nah.
That was I forgot who was in that shit. That was a bad one. Zebrahead. You remember Zebrahead?
Never seen it, but I heard about
Never
it.
seen it? And some really bad films though.
But I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, Paid in Full was good. Like I enjoyed Paid in Full. That was a good one. Favorite Digital Underground album. My favorite is Sons of the P because I remember getting that for Christmas that year, and it had so many bangers on there, like the D Flow Shuttle and Kiss You Back, No Nose Job. Just a great album all around. Paper Soldiers, I didn't like that one either. With Kevin Hart, I think that's the first time I saw Kevin Hart in anything.
Right.
Did not like that one.
Like I said, he's lucky he saved himself, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, like what's your favorite? Have you seen all of the movies with Kevin Hart in it? Like, what's your favorite Kevin Hart film?
Um, to be quite honest, I like Think Like a Man 1. That's pretty much my favorite one, but I'm not like a
Right,
big Kevin Hart fan.
right. What about Ride Along? What you thought about that one?
That was okay.
I like the first one more than the second one.
Yeah, I just care for the first one.
Yeah, Paper Soldiers. Y'all like Paper Soldiers? Wow.
I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, Ride Along was good. That was funny. I like that one. Three Strikes. I don't think I saw that one. What about
That's the one
Central
with
Intelligence? The one he did with The Rock. Central Intelligence. Anybody saw that one?
never saw but don't care for it.
I didn't like that one. Body Hat Syndrome was a good album as well. It didn't get enough promotion though. The Humpty Dance or same song. I'm gonna go with Humpty Dance. Humpty Dance was like that was like a big thing like to do it. Like he actually had a dance for the song.
Right.
Same
Yeah.
song. I love that though. Like that's like first time I heard Pac on anything. So I don't know. Like Central Intelligence, I don't feel like they had the same chemistry they did compared to like the other movies they've done in the past. There was just something about the film. I'm like, yo, the chemistry is off with that one.
Yeah, this homestead interview, it's coming. We just both been busy and shit.
Oh, he hit you up?
I mean, part of it was on me because he just got StreamYard and we were supposed to try to test the shit out, but
Right,
I got out of work late yesterday and stuff like that. I told him let me know when he gets off work
right.
and stuff like that, but I guess he's
BJ, what's
busy.
good, yo? Salute. I just told BJ like, yo, if you ever see some digital underground vinyl, let me know, man, cause I need those albums.
Yeah, digital
American
other.
History X. I haven't seen that film. Have you seen that?
Which one?
American History X?
Nah.
I've never seen that film. Yeah, DMX service is on Sunday. I'm gonna watch Saturday. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, that's on BET, right?
Yeah. I just got a DMX shirt too. Matter of fact.
Oh man. DMX, Rob, Shock G.
It's too much, yo. Like I said, like I feel like I'm losing all of my childhood, like people I grew up listening to. Like they all dying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Like I said, like we gotta salute our legends. Like let's not wait till they die to salute them and give them their flowers. Like let's play their music and watch their films and all of that now, man. Like let's not wait. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that from American History X. I never saw that one. I'm gonna watch that. Um, Thanks, Ronnie. EPMD strictly business or unfinished business?
Strictly.
Yeah, I gotta go with strictly. I think yeah, unfinished one. I don't have unfinished business yet though. That was the second album, right?
Yeah.
I never got that one. I got like the other ones, unfinished business and back in business, and the last one I don't have. Like the other ones I got.
Yeah, I'm just missing the last one myself.
Yeah, I forgot what was the name of the last one. We
We,
mean
we
business or something like that.
yeah, we mean business.
Yeah, that was a good album. That had Raekwon on there. Karis One was on there. They had Ninth One to do like some production for them on there. That was a good one. Again, it wasn't promoted. Yeah, back in business. I don't got that one yet. That one was a good one too. That's your favorite one. Crazy man.
Hold
Yeah,
on, I'm gonna make a call right quick.
all right. Yeah, Strictly is a classic, man. I love that. Like I said, like watching that verses with Red and Meth, that was like the best one to me. Like to see EPMD perform again with K Solo and Redman, and that made my night right there. Just seeing that whole thing, because I haven't seen them like perform that song since like '92. It's been that long. Who was better lyrically? I've always liked Paris Smith a little bit more lyrically, but Eric to me was like the better producer. DIC Fat Joe or Terror Squad? DIC Fat Joe definitely. I think Fat Joe is always in his bag when he's collaborating with them. Like it's a different Fat Joe when he's collaborating with Lord Finesse and Diamond and OC. When you listen to like those DRTC albums with him on there, it's a different Fat Joe compared to the stuff he's doing now, or like the stuff he did with Terror Squad or Remy Ma. All right, Sean, peace, man. Be safe out there. Can we discuss Bronx? Yeah, we could definitely discuss Bronx Tale, man. You know, why not?
What the fuck? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hate bullshit sometimes.
Who you talking about?
Um, the situation I told you about. Let's
Oh,
just say that
Ronnie wants us to discuss Baby Boy.
we can do Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I know I can really do the review right now because I know the movie from heart on some real shit.
Right. So I'm saying.
Because if this shit don't plan out the way I make it plan out, then I might just say fuck this shit and block her fucking numbers. Fuck. Oh, Sean left.
Yeah.
Peace, Sean. Huh, man, hip hop is just in the trouble right now.
Sam wants to know if you like Bronx Tale.
I actually never seen Bronx Tale, Sim, believe it or not.
You need to watch that. That's a good
I
one.
know, yeah, everyone says it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the glitter movie?
I saw Glitter like a long time ago. I didn't like it. You gonna discuss that?
You said what?
Are you gonna discuss that film?
Well, I never seen. I mostly want to talk about the soundtrack.
The soundtrack
I
was, from
always
what I
thought the
remember, it
sound.
was. I gotta hear it again. From what I remember, it was good.
Yeah, I feel like the soundtrack, in my opinion, that's the top four Mariah album. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Wow, top four. I ain't going
Top
that far
four.
now. Top four. I don't know about
Believe it or
all
not,
that.
believe it or not, that I like it better than certain Mariah Carey albums.
So
Believe it.
you think? Hold on. So you think the Glitter soundtrack is better than Music Box?
To be quite honest, yes, I do.
Wow. Better than
'Cause-
Music Box. Better than Butterfly.
Not better than Butterfly. Hell no. I'm not going
Better than
that far.
Daydream. Daydream.
Daydream's her best album to me.
Emancipation of Mimi.
Second best. To me, is
Um.
Daydream, Emancipation, self-titled, then Glitter.
Wow.
No, Butterfly, then Glitter. Excuse me.
What about Charm Bracelet? How you feel about that one?
See, with Charm Bracelet, vocally she was still good, but at the same
Hmm.
time, they used a lot of hip hop songs that was popular.
Right.
Like, it was like she was rapping over those hip hop tracks. Like that
Right.
was what was my issue with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we did the Mariah discography like 2 years ago. Go check it out on Regis channel.
I love that breakdown, man.
I forgot how we ranked the albums though. That was that shit was long. That was a long ass discussion we did. Yep.
So I think I know what my next breakdown, discography breakdown, is going to be.
Okay.
I want to do Van Halen,
Oh wow.
but I want to split it up in two parts.
Okay.
Of course, the Halen years, and then the Hagar slash Chrome years,
Right.
the later years. I'm gonna do that because I want to actually swallow my pride and listen to the Sammy Hagar albums
Okay.
because I feel like I talk so much praise with the original lineup of Van Halen.
Right.
Let me give Sammy Hagar a chance. Let me just do that because they said those albums all went to number one. So I was like, let me see what the hype is.
Have you seen Bad Lieutenant? I did see that one.
Never seen that.
That was that's way back. I think they did like a reboot with Ava Mendes and Nicolas Cage or something. I remember seeing that one too.
Oh shit.
Can we do Sam wants Black Flag after Van Halen.
Oh, Black Flag, that's coming, bro. That's
I, wa-
coming.
I was thinking I was thinking at some point we need to do one for Isaac Hayes.
A discography breakdown?
Yes.
Ooh, wow. Black Moses. Wow.
Yes.
Woo. That might be dope. We can do that.
Yeah.
But that might be one we have to split into parts because he dropped hella albums too.
Right. Or just discuss like certain albums like the certain groundbreaking ones from him.
Well, if we do that, we might have to do like 67 to 70, 79, maybe
Okay.
81, maybe.
Right.
Because so I admit some of those 80s albums from Isaac, I wasn't really fucking with like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
Because I was also thinking about doing Barry White too.
Right. Okay.
Because I feel like we did like Luther and Teddy. I was like, Barry White, man, he has a very probably more consistent discography than both of them combined, in my opinion.
Right. Where's
Ronnie
BJ at? What do you
says,
think, BJ? BJ should tell us what he wants us to discuss next. I know he was in here before.
I was also thinking, in terms of hip hop,
Uh huh.
I wanted to also try and attempt to do a Cool Keith discography breakdown, solo
Right.
discography.
Oh wow. And he has a lot of albums.
That's why I said attempt.
But Sam said, "What about the Temptations of Spinners?"
See, the thing with the Temptations, uh, they had so many members. Some albums I wouldn't even consider Temptations albums. I'm
Right.
gonna be quite honest. And with the Spinners, maybe that's a good possibility too,
Okay.
because I do like a lot of this stuff that they did, especially in the early to mid '70s and stuff. So,
Right.
in my opinion, I probably lean more with the Spinners than Temptations. Cause with Temptations, man, that shit's gonna give me a fucking headache. Oh, this member left. Oh, this member came back. Oh, this member left. I'm like, oh, come on, Jesus.
But I mean, instead of doing each album, we should do like the defining albums of those artists. Like for Isaac, Hot Buttered Soul, the Shaft soundtrack, the Tough Guy soundtrack, like certain albums that define his like those artists' careers. Instead of like going through the whole discography, if there's albums like that we don't really care for.
But yeah, that's cool too. But and I like that idea. But I think the thing I like about this discography breakdown
Hmm.
is it gives me the advantage to listen to albums
All
that
of them,
I've
right,
kind of either slept on
right.
or just like we listen to. Because when I listen to like a certain artist discography,
Hmm.
and this is something that I sometimes don't like to do. Like let's just say Jay-Z, for instance.
Hmm.
My favorite albums: Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint,
Right.
Volume One. It's like those are my go-to albums. Sometimes
Hmm.
I I'll even like go out about listen to something from Kingdom Come,
Hmm.
or even from dare I say Blueprint 3. Dare I say,
Right. Right.
even though I'm not that crazy, but it's just because I don't like to always just like to just focus on just certain albums or just certain era. Like Snoop Dogg is another example.
Oh God.
Yeah, because I feel like even with the bad album, there's still some quality material that might
See,
get
like
swept under the.
even see what BJ said. He liked that idea too. Instead of going through the whole discography, like we can call it like the defining moments and discuss like an artist where it's like certain projects define their career that people know them for. Like it might be like an underrated album that people don't really know about from them.
Okay.
See, like with the Temptations, you want to go through the whole Temptations, like the different lineups and all that, or just focus on certain albums of the group.
If I was to do the Temptations, I would focus on 64 to 75. That's just it for
Right.
me. Anything after 75, well, minus the Ali Woodson era, I'm
Hmm.
kind of, yeah,
Right.
on.
Right. Cause then you're gonna have those people that want to hear what you think about those Ali albums when he was on it.
Yeah. I know Ronnie said Earth, Wind, and Fire breakdown.
Right.
That's
I'm with that.
possible.
I'm with that.
Again, that's another group I felt like was very consistent. I was even thinking Parliament and Funkadelic, but that's going to take probably
Right.
3 or 4 parts.
Right. Again, it's like because they have such a vast, music. You want to go through the whole discography, just like certain albums that define their career.
Right.
See, like like when we did the Luther joint, it was two parts, but my favorite was the first part because of his earlier albums. When we got to like the '90s stuff, I didn't really care for the Luther stuff in the '90s.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I was so anticipating hearing the Luther stuff because
Right.
I want to split the parts up between like the 80s and the latter year because
Right.
I never actually heard the latter albums until we did the breakdown. And I was
Right.
just looking at myself like there was some good songs, some bad songs, but
Right.
I'm just grateful that we had the opportunity to really just focus on
Right.
giving light on those albums because within a career like Luther Vandross, I feel like people just like to focus on the shit from 81 to 91. And occasionally they'll throw in the 2000s era, occasionally.
Right. Same thing for Teddy. I like the early like first 4 or 5 albums, and then I think he went down after that.
Yeah, after that accident, that was it for me. I
Right.
hate to say it. I really try to give those albums a chance, but oh my. Besides
Right.
Joy, but
Right.
ooh, Ronnie, good question. Earth, Wind, and Fire before Charles Stepney's death or after? Ooh, damn. It's always this motherfucker right here asking the shit like Ronnie. I can't even answer that because I feel like damn. I might have to go with before because that they did come up with Keep Your Head to the Sky. That's the Way of the World. They were working on Spirit, but even after you had All in All, the I Am. See that's why I can't even answer that, man. Then mind you, we didn't even mention This Is Nisi. Um, the Emotions. Oh, we didn't even mention those. Rotary
Right.
Connection. Like, oh, we didn't even mention those albums and
I don't
shit.
know.
Sam said Donny Hathaway. Yeah, that would be a good one too.
Patti LaBelle.
Ooh, Patty. That's another good one too. I'm answering like 5 more comments and shit. Cause I'm about to get into some adventures tonight. Ooh, what about Cameo?
Yeah, you mentioned Cameo before.
Yeah. I can even do Cool in the Gang discography breakdown.
I'm with that. I'm with those like Earth, Wind and Fire, Cool in the Gang. Where's the other one? Even Patty, cause I know like a lot of their albums. I have a lot of their albums on vinyl. Um, Temptations. I think I got one Temptations album on vinyl.
Same. Which one do you have?
It's the one with the all white. I forgot the name of the shit. Though it has like an all white cover.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I got the 1990 album.
No, I don't have that one.
Yeah, that shit. That's probably my favorite. Maybe one of my favorite albums they've done. No, actually, I got two. 1990 and the Temptations, Do the Temptations from '77. which that is underrated as fuck. No one talks about that one. They actually got creative control on that album too. What about a Smokey Robinson?
Smokey's, yes, Smokey is good too.
How about Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon, discography, hell, fucking. Oh, Masterpiece. That's the one I have on vinyl.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
From '73.
But you know what? I was actually thinking about Shaquille O'Neal hip hop discography breakdown. I was thinking about doing that.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
You like all of his albums? What?
I like. Believe it or not, those some of those albums. Y'all call me crazy, but some of those albums I'll be bumping to on the low. You can't stop the rain.
Shaq Diesel was okay.
I don't care if I do that by myself.
Shaq, what was it? Shaq Fu? What, that was the second
Shaq
one?
Fu. Yeah.
That was decent. I don't think I heard You Can't Stop the Rain. I don't think I heard that one.
I feel like you can't stop them.
Shaquille O'Neal discography. Wow.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this that we talking about. We talked about Isaac Hayes, Kool and the Gang, Earth, Wind & Fire. You want to do Shaq?
Yes, because you know why I want to do Shaq? You know why I want to do Shaquille O'Neal breakdown? Because on some real shit, he knew exactly he wasn't the best rapper, but the fact that this nigga did songs with greats like Fife, RZA, Biggie, and held his own, that I can respect this shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to do Shaquille. I feel like you gotta give Shaquille O'Neal his hip hop props and shit.
Oh my god.
The only athlete that made it in hip hop and shit. That's what I feel like. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I don't care if I do it by myself. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I hear you.
Got your pussy respect on Shaquille O'Neal. Well, mine is Kazam because he can have that.
Great basketball player. Yeah,
one of the greatest rappers of ever.
Wow. Do you have any Donnie on vinyl? BJ wants to know.
Believe it or not, I don't believe I have Donny Hathaway on vinyl. Believe it or not, because it's kind of rare for where I stay at. Oh, BJ, I want to show you something.
Sam said he liked the Shaq albums. Wow.
Thank you,
80s
Sam.
Patty or 90s Patty? I like 80s Patty.
To be honest, Patty's Patty to me, man. I can't even answer that question either.
Isley Brothers before or after Chris Jasper?
Oh, what you said before or after?
Yeah.
I like them with Chris Jasper.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige discography. I'm down for that one.
But see, I would do. I don't mind doing Mary, but I want to do somebody who I really never really listened to their discography. I want like a juicy one, like.
So you never really listen to Shaq?
No, with the Shaq one, I've been thinking about this for 4 years actually.
So why you never did it?
And I personally want to do it just so I can say I did it.
Right.
I've been thinking about this for 4 years. I never told anyone this.
You never did that, and you never decided to do the Shaq video. I don't understand.
Because with me, man, I got a lot of OCD. I said, "Oh, I want to do this video. I want to do that. I want to do this." Like I be forgetting about certain videos and shit. That's why I have to write some shit.
Write it down. Write it down and just make.
Write it down. Yo, BJ, what you know about this?
That doesn't say a lot. Oh, I have that one. I have that on vinyl. I got that.
Yes.
One. That's a dope album. But that doesn't say much about man. I don't listen to Master P and Baby, so it's like comparing Shaq to them is like,
Well, see, at least Master P is entertaining with his style. Baby, all Baby does is this.
Right. So it's like that's not saying much that Shaq is better than them on the mic. I mean, who I don't know anybody that considered Master P or Baby a great lyricist. So
even Master P said he wasn't a great lyricist.
Yeah, he's not lying.
He said he's a hustler. He's a businessman.
Yeah,
Hell, Easy E wasn't a great rapper, but he made that
he
shit
wasn't
entertaining.
right.
Who else? What about a Kumo D discography breakdown?
That's good. I think I got like two of his albums on vinyl. I wasn't a huge Kumo D fan. I was more LL when he was dissing LL, but Kumo D is slept on.
I actually have a new respect for Kumo D over the years.
You read the book.
You said what?
You read his book, right?
I mean, minus the book. Like I actually listened to his album. I started listening to his albums like 3, 4 years ago, and I actually like, okay, this is actually some high class lyricism that nobody was really doing. Not even Kane and shit like that, you know?
A
Cause
cannabis breakdown? Cannabis? Hell
hell no,
no. Hell
hell
no.
no,
Hector said cannabis.
nigga. I'd rather do
No.
Master P than cannabis, man. You can kiss my
Hell
ass.
no. No on both.
I'd rather do Sick the Shocker than cannabis, man. Fuck
Oh
that.
no. Oh no. Wow.
Hell, I was even thinking about doing a Ja Rule breakdown.
I'm with
Wait,
that. I like Ja Rule.
yeah, I was thinking about doing a Ja.
I
Wait,
like
hold
Ja
on, we
Rule.
did that. We did that on the other podcast.
We
Yeah,
did. But we didn't talk. You wanted to talk about Blood in My Eye. We didn't do that one yet. The Blood in My Eye album.
scratch the breakdown. Let's do the Blood in My Eye.
Blood in My Eye.
Probably next month. Yeah,
Cannabis. Wow. I've never heard nobody talk about cannabis before.
cannabis.
I like cannabis, but his discography is not good.
Yeah, you know that the YouTuber Hip Hop Universe.
No, who's that?
It's a YouTuber. I like their content, but they're similar to Cannabis Dick Riders, man. They said that
Wow.
Second Round Knockout is the third greatest diss track in hip hop history. Like beating out Ether, Takeover. I was like, hell.
It's a great.
Like,
It's in my top five. It's definitely a great diss track. But he didn't capitalize. I don't feel like he capitalized the right way on the diss track though, because he let
you rap
Wyclef mess up that album.
themselves.
He let Wyclef mess up his first album. The second album is better than the first one to me.
Shit, man. All these discography. I might have to do like a poll, man, because y'all throwing
Yeah,
me some good ideas.
do a poll, and whatever wins, then we just do it. Then
Hell, I'll even do a Shantae Moore breakdown.
okay.
I'll even I want to do like a fucking a Soldier Boy breakdown. Let me stop.
Oh God. Oh no.
You heard his new song?
No.
Me and Ashley want to react to that one day.
Wow. Lord.
Oh shit! This nigga trying to be like Wiz Khalifa on this new
Soldier
song.
Boy.
Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy. I remember when Spice One dissed him. He's like, "This nigga calls himself Soldier Boy."
Wow.
Niggas actually could say Soldier Boy's a legend and shit, yo.
Force MD's breakdown.
Ooh, Force MDs.
I only got one Force MD's album though. I don't know too many of their other albums.
You got the key. All right, I'm about to answer about 3 more people, and I'm about to go. Better lyricist, Mystical or Busta? Oh, I'm gonna go with Busta, my nigga.
That's good, yeah.
But Mystical's the better entertainer, in my opinion.
No, Busta is. You think Mystical better than Busta entertaining?
You should have seen the Soul Train performance when motherfucker did a Michael Jackson ripped off his fucking shirt.
I did see him do that because he came to the tunnel and he was doing that same thing. He played Thriller and he was dancing like Michael and everything with the dances.
But
That was
Mystical,
funny.
I can't even compare him to a lot of rappers at that time. Like he was just in the class by himself. Just the way he was rapping, his energy. Oh my god, yeah. Like, Mystical was just that nigga.
Organized Confusion breakdown.
That would be short though.
It would.
I'd rather just do single reviews and shit. Okay,
New Edition. My
we already
favorite.
did that.
No, he's saying better R&B group. No additional Force MDs.
Oh, New Edition, of course. We still gotta talk about 20YO too.
Oh God, you just going through the whole Janet discography.
I mean, of course, we got to because if we talk about the first two, we gotta talk about the rest.
And that's not even the last one. We Unbreakable is the last one, right?
Yeah, Unbreakable. I can't wait
Oh
to talk about
Lord.
that.
Oh God. No, I never went to the tunnel. I always heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like a tunnel like DVD set with like the most like iconic performances from the tunnel back in the day before it got shut down. But I never went to the tunnel.
Man, I can only imagine what that shit was like, man.
That shit was crazy, yo. Shit was it was lit. It was lit. Every big name artist that had a big album coming out, they went to the tunnel to perform it first before anywhere else. That's how you would test out the crowd and test out your new album or your new song. Like DMX went there for Get At Me Dog. He did the video at the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And you had Rough Riders went through there and Rockefeller when they did the Dynasty album and Dream Snoop went there when Chronic 2001 came out. Crazy, crazy times in New York City.
Ain't no half stepping. Y'all low key might give me some food before I get to see this girl low key.
You didn't eat dinner yet?
I did eat dinner. I had some Wendy's for dinner and shit. Fuck it. And I do get paid today too, so fuck it, I'm not really tripping.
Yeah, Mob Deep was at the tunnel. Yep.
I remember when Capone whooped that nigga's ass in the tunnel and shit.
Yep. Black Rob was at the tunnel. He performed when Roll first came out, and so many people was there.
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Yep.
But yeah, I might have ended this off for the night, y'all. This has been real, talking about hood movies. Sunday, it's the Eric Sermon Battle of the Bangers.
Yes.
Really cannot wait for that one. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. I know that the what's the shit? SWV, that's gonna be postponed for the moment because
Is it? I thought it was May.
yeah,
Oh, you talking about the Release Some Tension review?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause I'm waiting on what Ashley has to say because she's handling some stuff at the moment.
Right.
I know next week I want to do the review on Above the Rim.
Yeah.
I know y'all voted for that for the Death Row and shit like that. And also next week I want to do the Love and Basketball review.
Okay.
So stay tuned on that. I'm actually watch the movie 3 times this weekend, just so I could actually pinpoint why I hate it.
Lord.
Yeah. So thank y'all so much for watching. Rest in peace to Shock G.
Yes. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the legend. And I hope y'all have a good night. Happy Friday, TGIF. Peace.
Peace.